The iPhone 13 mini is truly a technological feat, packing so much into such a small device, giving it the same performance as the much bigger iPhone 13. But it comes with a huge disadvantage, which I feel is getting worse as time goes by. So what I want to talk to you about in this video is whether the iPhone 13 mini is still worth getting in 2025. Today, you can get the iPhone 13 mini for as little as $250 in excellent condition on Amazon refurbished. There's one big reason that absolutely still justifies getting the iPhone 13 mini in 2025, but also two big reasons in my eyes to go for another iPhone. Plus a small reason for now, but that might soon become another very good reason to skip the mini. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's start with the design and build quality. The iPhone 13 mini is my favorite phone of all time. I can't believe it's almost 4 years old, and it certainly does not feel that way. I don't think there's a better looking phone out there. I know a lot of people say it's the iPhone 4, the iPhone 5, but for me it's definitely this one. The body wide screen, the diagonally stacked cameras, the flat edges, and I think it looks particularly amazing in this starlight color. It's also still in excellent condition after I kept it in slim cases. I dropped it many times, but I believe that the lower weight compared to the bigger phones also makes it more resistant to drops. So I never cracked it or never had any issues whatsoever in that regards. Comfort and form factor. I think the comfort of this phone is unparalleled. It was the last small phone that Apple made, and I cannot imagine they will make another one in the foreseeable future. Even though there's a lot of people like me that absolutely love the small form factor. It fits in my hand like a dream, and even better in my pocket, and it feels like the perfect weight to carry around. You can easily hold it in one hand, and your fingers can reach anywhere on the screen. So here again, I think that comfort-wise, the iPhone 13 mini is unbeatable today, especially when you compare it with all the much bigger iPhones. Display. So the display is still great as well. Even if as a display nerd, I would enjoy brighter colors and 120 Hz, that's another trade-off I'm okay to make for the form factor. So don't get me wrong though, the display is still more than enough and never really feels lacking. Performance-wise, it's also still amazing. It does everything that I need. The only thing that I do notice sometimes is that it closes apps as I switch from one to the other. And it sometimes makes me lose the progress of what I was doing at the time. But that's really no biggie. It's surely due to the relatively low RAM that it has, 4 gigabytes, but the regular 13 also had the same amount. So I'd expect the same issues there. Camera is also still great. You have two lenses, a wide angle 0.5 lens, which I do use occasionally, and I'm happy to have. The iPhone 16e, for example, doesn't have it, which would really feel like a downgrade if I switched to that one. So the quality is really impressive for such a small phone, even in 2025. Video performance is especially good, great image stabilization, and the general look of the footage. And it really blows Android phones out of the water in that regards. Some of its limitations that I've encountered is for close-up shots. I have to take a step back sometimes and zoom in to get nice close-up shots. Nighttime performance is also still good now, although it's not really up to par with the latest models. The level of detail, if you zoom in the picture, is also an area where you'll have better results with the newer phones. But I'm someone who's quite obsessed with image quality, and this phone is more than enough for personal use. The only reason I'm starting to consider to upgrade to a Pro phone is because I need better quality for my professional videos. If you want the best image quality possible, it makes sense to get the latest Pro models. But don't get me wrong, photos and videos still look great with this camera. But if you want it to look amazing, get a Pro phone. Battery life. Here's where we're getting in trouble. Battery is where this phone truly suffers. And I feel like it's gotten much worse as the years went by. Even after I got the battery change from Apple. Not only does the battery really drain fast, it certainly does not last a day. You're definitely going to need to have a battery pack with you, or you'll need to charge it at least once or twice a day. But the battery also ages super quick. So I've had this phone since September 2021, and I'm currently at my second battery, which is at 89% health. So you can expect to change the battery every 2 years just to get okay battery life. So yeah, battery life is definitely not the strong suit of this phone, but it's the price you pay for this amazing form factor and flagship performance. Storage. I got the 128 GB model and I have a lot of iCloud storage. So I never felt it was really a problem. But if you're someone who takes a lot of pictures, especially videos, I recommend going higher than that. Because lately, even just to get software updates done, I had to clear up a lot of my apps just to have enough space to make the update. So definitely go for higher than this if you're gonna get this phone. So, do I recommend this phone in 2025? Well, yes and no. If what you're after is a small form factor and don't need the best camera performance, display, or battery life, definitely. This is the reason I'm still holding onto it today, and this is gonna be a tough day when I have to go for a bigger phone. But I will only do it when I truly feel that it's necessary. And until today, this phone still does everything that I need it to do. When I really need a better phone for recording professional content, that's when I will upgrade. But until then, I will cling onto this iPhone dearly. Especially that it will get increasingly hard to find in good condition, as they don't make new ones anymore and those in circulation go through all trials and tribulations. So if you really want a small iPhone, now's the time to get one, before they are unfindable, and I also expect the good ones, the ones in good condition, to hold particularly good value, given that they're gonna be quite rare, since they didn't sell that many and they're not making them anymore. And I believe there's still a good amount of us mini iPhone fans left out there. It's for me the best form factor and overall packaging of an iPhone ever. It's the most comfortable one you can get today. Don't get it though if you want great battery life and want the best cameras and display money can buy. Go for the latest iPhone Pros if that's the case. Also keep in mind that the 13 mini does not have the AI capabilities of the newer phones, which are reserved to the 15 Pro and later. You're actually not missing out on much today, to be honest, but hopefully we'll see some improvements in that area by this fall. For me though, I see no reason in upgrading to a regular iPhone, as the display tech is still the same and the camera performance not dramatically improved. And the current AI features are a bit of a gimmick. So there you go guys, these are my thoughts about whether the iPhone 13 mini is still worth it in 2025. While you're here, tap the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you already own an iPhone 13 mini, let me know how it's holding up for you, especially that battery life. And if you're thinking about grabbing one, drop any questions below and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.